everyone, welcome to the Northern Tarot. My name is Andy. Today I will do the reading for May 2023, and this is a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay, so after all the waiting, now we coming to May and say goodbye to April. Now May is one of the months with a very good transformative energy. It promises all the best things that we've been looking for, we've been waiting for or desire for, and it will it's like the revelations month of the year. Now based on the tendencies of the whole year, of what the universe trying to put things in place, May probably one of the best months to represent the whole year of 2023. Now, the reason why I say that, because Pluto will start retrograding, stations retrograde on the 1st of May. And this is the preparation before Pluto officially retrograde in June, 11th of June. So it's more than a month and 11 days, roughly. And then on the 5th of May, we have the lunar eclipse, which is the tail of the train of the destiny gonna be revealed. So we can see the proper rails of the train, where it's heading to. And then on the 16th of May, we have Jupiter comes in Taurus. Now Jupiter's only stay in a sign for a year, 12 months. So it takes 12 years to go through, to finish or complete one cycle of rotating. Now this time Jupiter's gonna comes in Taurus. Taurus is the sign of stability, abundance, qualities, also about love. So Jupiter is actually our ruling planet. Does it say something to you? That indicates that we're gonna be very lucky to receive all the best things from Taurus, and even extra values of expansion from Jupiter, because we are the most favorite children of Jupiter, of the 12 signs. Now that is when you start to see why Sagittarius is on the first queue of the new blessings of the new era. It will give you a lot of sense of relief going through things that you still need to complete, because there's still unfinished things that people still to get done. But with this new blessings coming in, it improves your work, it improves for your quality of life, it improves your love life, and it also improves your health, because Jupiter's moving into Taurus in the 6th house for Sagittarius. The 6th house is about health, is about adopting the new routines of how you function your life more healthy, and finding your purpose. Now, finding your purpose is very important of this month, and for the whole year, and also for the next 20 years. It all comes down to how to get aligned with your higher self purposes. Once you find that purpose for yourself, what makes you feel most comfortable doing things and living, that is when you are all set and get ready to receive all the blessings and abundance flowing in endlessly. So to allow this to happen for everyone, we will have to go through everything that we went through, especially in the recent past few months, of how to figure out how to get out of the towers, how to respect more with your feeling, how to find what your true passion, what really makes you happy, and how to free yourself from the jeopardized situation towers. So all of this will be answered in May, but keeps in mind, because Pluto stations retrograde, now the energies of when a planet stations to retrograde is always much, much stronger than when it's officially retrograding. So the slower the planet's moving, the bigger the influences of the preparation. So there will be some pulling back of forces that you might feel as not smooth at the beginning. This is very similar to, let me take an example, not an example, but the picture, the image, a metaphor image of a boat. So right now, all of us, we are sailing our boats toward the common water, which is the new land, the new life, the new world, the new opportunities, new people. To allow that boat to set off for the sail, we will have to remove anything that's burden the boats. That's including all the karmics or any situation that you still struggle with, anything that slow you down, or kind of giving you that toxic environment is required to be removed by all means, to allow yourself to catch up with the other fellows, the people that are sailing with you, around you. So the boat is leaving very, very soon, because it's right now it's docking, it's waiting for people to clean up the house, like the metaphor image I gave yesterday about moving house. So the landlord gave you the deadline. Now that is the deadline that we should work on. But because before the boat can reach the common waters, we will have to go through all the big waves of the oceans at the beginning. If anyone ever swim in the ocean, you will see that if you go 2 steps forward, you will push 1 step back. So this is the energies that we are going through. Now, in May, there will be a couple of square energies from Jupiter on with Pluto on the 17th. And then on the 20th of May, we have Mars opposite with Pluto too. And Pluto trying to kind of like draw you back to what, not yet completed. So that is a sense of 2 steps forwards and 1 step back. But this is a huge blessing if we can see it, because first of all, it gives you the space to complete or to finish what was unfinished. And then it will give you the steady steps of how to approach Taurian qualities. And then you can start to enjoy the blessing from Jupiter after that. On the 17th of May, Mercury will stop retrograding and go direct again. Now, that is part of the preparations for Pluto to show you, so what is that? You will, how you deal with Pluto when it is retrograde. So this time when Mercury retrograding, which we experiencing right now, you realize that unlike other times, you actually now start to bring your awareness to things happening around you. So you're not unconscious about the energies any longer. So you actually can make your own decisions, which one to keep, which one to interact with when they come back to you, or which one you can avoid or ignore just to move forward. Now that is the preparations from Pluto, because the energies of Pluto retrograde is very similar to Mercury, but on a bigger scale. So it's a global scale. And This preparations will last the whole month in May to be sure that people know how to get things done. And then when it comes to June, we will see things start to shake up global wide, you know. But by then you already know how to cope with the situation. So that is a blessing. And another thing I want to talk about Jupiter is Jupiter only stay in a sign for a year. So last year's Jupiter was in Aries. Now Aries is about new beginning. Aries is about pioneer. So a lot of new ideas, a lot of new beginnings, transformative ideas had, you know, become in realities by now. And this year's Jupiter's go to Taurus to give you the sense of stabilities and start to get some abundance from your manifestations to help you with the new task. But that's why people need to think of the new purposes to match with the new frequency, new manifestation. So based on the rules of 1 year ruling in one house, in one side of Jupiter, we can see that next year Jupiter goes to Cancerian. It gives you some sense of management, house accommodations management, and also business management. It's like the bigger investment after you working on the quality of your own life. And then the next year after that, Jupiter will go to Leo, and Leo is the sense about, you know, love, romance, about passions, about joy. So we are actually heading toward a future that laid out everything for Sagittarius. All we need to do is to really trust with what the guidance from the universe, and really being smart to work with the energies to allow ourselves to save time. For example, if you really think about what makes you happy as the true purposes, regardless of other people might tempt you or offer you, you know, high pays, good job, but you're not happy with it. But if you really are honest and loyal to yourself, to your feeling, it will save you a lot of time in the future, because you will never go wrong on your path when your heart and soul desires something. Now, if you go for something you believe is better, but it's from your ego, you will end up in the tower somewhere, because Pluto gonna change the whole world the way that, you know, the universe asked the earth to do. Because this is all about to carry out the collective missions, to co-create with the earth of the new, to make the new earth. So if you can think broader of how life functions and works, you will have a more flexible mind in how to create the new life for yourself. Okay guys, so that's the energies about May. In general, it's very good in all the aspects of life actually. And now let's go to the cards and we will see what spirits have for us. Okay, so as usual, we go to the oracle cards first to see what we have from spirits. By the way, I realized that Jupiter's after Taurus, we will have to go to Gemini first, and then Cancerian, and then Leo. But it's the same ideas of, you know, if you want to see of where we're heading, well, we can give some thought about it. Gemini next year's is about a deeper knowledge. Bring things back into how I say, so, like make things more professional and academic. But the main the main point of what we are heading in now is the Taurus energy, and this is one of the best year that we've been waiting for, because obviously that to allow us to do the new task, we will need the new foundations, we need the new materials, resources. Okay, so let's see the star code astro for May 2023. We have symbiosis, trine, and sextile 52. Now this card right away, it gives me the sense of how I say, reinventing yourself. It's about changes. It's about collaborate. And it's about like rebirth yourself on the spiritual level, because it's 52/7. There is something about spiritualities that this is like the spiritual purposes being emphasized here. And there is a lot to do with what we were talking about, the collective missions of how to co-create and how to work with each other, how to become more supportive with the community, and be part of it, be more active, playing part of something, of the communities of where you are, or even online. Things about tri and sextile is about harmony. So to allow this to happen, there's something in May that it's like the big blessings that coming in to help people to harmonize their environment, and to allow it to happen. Obviously, that you have to go through all the sufferings, and you did. And this is a time of like make up your mind why you should stand up for your, or protect the certain standard and values of which you believe in, because you got all the information, you have collected all the information, and now it's the time to put it into work, because the universe trying to show people the purpose why we should all stand up, holding hands together, and sail out there and find that true purposes that make you the meaning of existence, the meaning of why we connected here. Okay, so the second card, let's see. We will go to the Starseed Oracles, as usual. My second favorite deck so far. So the second card for May 2023. Let's see what we have. We have co-creating, we have harmonizing, we have reinventing, rebirth, or like upgrading your consciousness to a new levels. So there will be a lot of transformative energies going on to help you to match with the new frequency, so you can receive the new manifestation, because the old map is no longer compatible. That's why everything needs to be wiped out if it's not useful anymore. So with the star seeds, we have the great severing, Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. Now, do you believe what I said? The two cards actually say the same thing. So this is exactly what Pluto retrograde is about. Pluto gonna stir up everything that being ignored, the rotten things that being hidden, all the bad things that people did, and they thought that they can get away with it. No one can get away with karma. That's you can believe me. I can guarantee you that. So something about May is the time to follow that call that comes to you. whatever that you're feeling that you've been called to do, then you need to really obey the instructions from the universe, because it's the urge in you and it's unique to you. And because the thing here is the main goal of why what we're doing and where we're heading, besides the collective mission, it's about the call from the universe to Sagittarius to free yourself. And this is the special message towards Sagittarius only. Of course, other side, everyone everyone loves freedom, everyone loves independence, everyone loves to have the space to be creative, because we're here to create. But the reason why I say this is especially for Sagittarius, because Jupiter is moving into Taurus to give you that blessings, to allow you to have the tools, the foundation to do things. But also because it's the sixth house, and the sixth house is only for Sagittarius this time. So it's emphasized that by all means, we need to figure out how to free ourselves, to join each other for a bigger meaning of this. And it sounds like fairy tale, but it's not, because one individual cannot make anything difference, right? But if you think about that, if the whole populations of the world divided by 12, because then we have 12 sides, so at least if the Sagittarius worldwide all get awakened, we have at least 1/12 of the world populations to create the changes already. And also because the reason why Sagittarius were chosen for the new era, to start the new era, because first of all, we've got the healing energy, we are infectious sign, and we have that inner strength, the core that allow us to have the ability to transcend anything that toxic into something neutralized. Now that is the reason why that we are now in the first of the queue, going through the blessing. So let's go to love relationship in May 2023. Love and relationship, let's see what we have. So we have the transformative energies going on, and we have the reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. I kind of agree with this, because this is gonna be new love, and this is not from your ex. It's not your ex at all, but it can be someone from your past life, because we got in the love reading yesterday, on Wednesday. Sorry guys. There is something about Mercury comes back retrograde and show you who's to keep and who remains, basically. So who is the genuine one? So there's something about Pluto. It's give people to work on things that never been dealt with before. So there will be number of people in May might find the soulmate, the way that matching with your new job, new mission. The people only meant to be together when they share the same goal, when they share the same how I say, interest, or else it become the conflict, right? And remember, this is not about your ex. None of your ex gonna be allowed to come back. I mean, those that who hurt you, or cheated on you, or conned you and things like that, just forget all these people. The people that coming toward you in the futures are those who understand what you trying to do and help you to co-create things with you. That is the people that you are about to discover. It can be a new person too. So let's go to the tarot for May. Now, the overall energy. Let's see what we have. May 2023. We had the 8 of Pentacles. It's gonna be a workaholic month. And if you give yourself enough time and thoughts on, you know, the purposes or what you make you happy, your true passion and things like that, you will come to revelations of what is that you really want to do, or it even comes to you, it's presented to you. So something about work in May, it show you the new way of doing things, and you will have the opportunities to use the right skills that you have to be yourself. So the challenge, let's see what the challenge is about. We have 2 cards, so I will shuffle again to see the challenge. The challenge in May is gonna be, let's see what is the challenge. The challenge is the 5 of Cups. Now the challenge in May is about if you're ready to move forward, or you still let something, especially emotionally connected, to hold you back. So that is the challenge. Now, it's not necessarily love. It can be anything. As long as it's emotionally drained you, something... Now, this is exactly this card is about. The Mars energies, the anger, the conflict, and the softening to love. How you gonna transform and transcend this? This is quite this is quite toxic environment that people are actually dealing or stuck with. There's something about you don't know how you can get out of the emotion draining situation. There's something about changes need to be done in May. Okay, so let's see your higher self message. What we have. We have the 6 of Pentacles. Things will, you know, brought back to the balance for people. So you're fighting. This is like you're fighting a very important piece of informations or solutions to balance your life. And that's a lot to do with the 8 of Pentacles too. So there is something about a new routines, a new activities, new work, new learning. It can be you start learning something new. So let's see the mentality first, and then we will clarify one by one, and we will see what we expect in May. The Queen of Swords. You know, because of these new, how I say, it's like the new life start to emerging in front of people's eyes. It requires, it's like the action month for people. There's a lot of things that you will have to make the final decisions on things, especially if it related to emotional toxicity. Then it's a red alarm that people will have to remove it. somehow. Now, let's see the overall energy, the outcome energy, sorry. The outcome energies of this. If you notice, this is a short versions of the Celtic spread that I come up with. So, the outcome energies will have the Hangman. So things start to move for people. It's like the release, how I say, there's a new, this is like the blockage is being removed for you, so you start to move again. But as I say, the energy is still very being like pulled back, very similar to what Pluto trying to do. So it's moved, but then I don't see people actually, feeling safe or stabilized with their mental health, with the Five of Cups here, the challenge. So keep in mind about the image of the boat start to sail off to the ocean. You might go 2 steps forward and 1 step back, and that is what I see here. Okay, let's clarify this, and then we will find out. So the Eight of Pentacles. Now, because it's over energy, so it indicates that a lot of people will focus on work or improve their life. Now, Eight of Pentacles is something about the details of things, refining things, skillful, getting skilled in things, getting more professional in manual of manual things, things with your hands. So the Eight of Pentacles we have clarified by the Four of Pentacles. You're working on, your stabilities, and that is exactly what Jupiter trying to help people. And this is great because you start to feel you have more independence. It gives you a little bit more confidence about what you want to do. But the challenge here, this is the inner conflict. It's like the Five of Wands. It's a challenge, but it's the Five of Cups. It's something that you need to remove here. Now, the Five of Cups is clarified by the Nine of Pentacles. So, the two cards are actually your emotional towers. Let's say that because there is something about the place where you stay with the Nine of Pentacles. It seems that you feel it's safe because it's improvised, but you're not happy. So you're feeling like you're in a cage with the Five of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles. So you're feeling like you're in the cage. So that's why you want to break out of it. You want to free yourself with the Queen of Swords. Before we go to the Queen of Swords, let's go to the Six of Pentacles to see what is being reset here for people. Six of Pentacles is clarified by the Page of Pentacles. There definitely will be, how I say, an opportunities of work or of like redistributions scheme from the universe toward people. So it depends on what you manifest and how much or this is actually not about how much you manifest, because we should manifest as much as we can, but this is about how big your purpose align to, you know, in the future, the higher self purpose. So that's why it's very important to find out what is that, you know, make you feel happy the most, what the passions that you're happy the most. The purpose here is not necessarily about something big. It's simply something makes you happy the most on the scale of 20 years. So you have to think of 20 years, not now. Because you know, most people say, oh, what makes me happy now is probably some money. I'm not sure if you're still happy with some money in 20 years, if you see what I mean. So, but the Page of Pentacles here is something being presented to you. But that's why this is why we were talking about the new way to live and manifest, for that reason. Now, if you start to pay attention, you will see the patterns of how things work. When we start to bring things into awareness, to bring from the unconsciousness to the consciousness, and that is when you unlock your energies of manifesting, and things start to being drawn to you. So there's something about you increasing your awareness through your jeopardized situations. So May is the revelations of where you're heading. For that reason, things will kind of like come across your way rather than you come across its way. To give you the sense of Six of Pentacles is about the sense of being compensated. There's something coming your way to compensate you with whatever that you invested in or put out there in the past. So let's see the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is clarified by the Magician. This is amazing. So so that's why the challenge is actually the being designed there, because first of all, there is something about your spiritual awakening needs to be worked on, and it will be approved of your achievements when you successfully transcend those negative and toxic energy in your environment into the power of yourself. So that is when you start become the magicians, the new versions of yourself. So this is actually May gonna show you clearer and clearer. The further you go into the month, the clearer you're gonna see who you become or who you meant to become as a magician. And then you realize that because this is about this situation designed to teach people the new way to manifest, that you don't need money to buy something. But if you can use the power of the healer, because you are hurt here, right? And you are being imprisoned here. And to be honest, you know, this is confusing because the Five of Cups is a psychological trap. So this is you influence and you dictate yourself about you had to be in that situation. And then the Knight of Pentacles is the reality, the illusions, illusionary reality. Does it sound ridiculous? Contradiction, right? It's contradictory because let's say you live in somewhere where you got enough things around you. However, you don't have the happiness, you don't have freedom, you don't have choices. That's why I say it's reality, but it's illusion, because it's actually a cell. It's just a different type of cell. So you have two types of selves here. One is yourself, you created in your mind, because that's all the egos, the layers of the egos that you've been influenced for so many years. It can be any factors. It can be the background where you're from. It can be religions. It can be um, people's opinion, or even community's opinion. But remember, majority of people actually see life the wrong way. So be careful. But the thing is, the good thing about this is you are heading toward the revelations of yourself. And all you need to do is to keep the energies of the Queen of Swords, or bring your energies to the Queen of Swords. To learn how to say no, to learn how to be, how I say, monopoly for yourself. As that is the way that I can see something more determined about what belongs to you, what you want to claim, anything, and that will and that's the process, the journey of how you finding your purposes to become the magician will give you the sense of what you want to protect or defend for yourself. And when you find that, you don't have choice but to obey the instructions, the guidance from the universe, and also to obey and respect your own feeling. Now, the Hangman is quite interesting. Let's see which way the Hangman want to go. Now, the Hangman says to me that there's a progress in the month for people. There's something, the situation start to be released. However, it's like a strings. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Because you not yet master, because this is a mentality. Mentality means the tendency of how you want to become, but you not yet master yourself, so you're not able to really do it in the reality, in the 3D world yet. So you're still in that process of figuring out how and why it happens like that. The only way is to try. If you try it, then you get the answer and all the wisdoms. But if not try, you will never know. Now the Hangman is clarified by the 5 of Swords. This is about how I say, you cannot come up with your solutions. You hesitate in doing things. That's why you're feeling like you still stuck. So basically, what may bring about to people is there are opportunities for work. There's opportunity for love to work on things, and there's opportunities of create the new foundation. But then there's the challenge that remains, that you really need to work on, because the magician indicates that you are really ready to change your life and to free yourself. So that is what May trying to do, and it matching the exact energies of what we analyze in the introduction video. Okay guys, so in overall, the energy is actually very positive, because it's trying to give you the chances to move forward. The rest will be down to you, how you open your future, the door to your future. Because as I say, the Hangman here is like in the middle of moving forward and moving back. So there's the string between the future and and the present, or more exactly from the past. And this is gonna be the revelations of May, which way people wants to go. The reason why there's no conclusions, because people have the free will, so that's why spirit cannot provide more specific of how it's gonna be like. It's still down to your free will, remember that. But if you take everything that I share with you about the introductions today, the big pictures of where you're heading, you will know exactly how to decide your life. Okay guys, so I hope this helps. If you like what I'm doing, please like, share the video, and subscribe to my channel to help it grow. If you would like to donate, please find the donate button in the description box, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you and bye bye.